Hey there, you finally decided to quit alcohol and everybody said that things would get better. But now that you quit, you feel a lot worse. You have these feelings of anxiety and stress and despair, and you don't know what to do with that. If that sounds like you, you're not alone. And I will tell you what most people won't tell you, what happens when you decide to stop drinking. So stay tuned and I will show you a way out of this situation once and for all. Hi, this is Alex with Activation Energy, and please don't forget to hit the subscribe button as it helps me to make more videos like this with really useful content that can help you to stop drinking, reclaim your life, and become the best version of yourself. All right, so when you decide to quit drinking, you have to deal with a few things right out of the bat. The first thing you're gonna have to deal with is withdrawal, because you've been drinking for a very long time and you've been drinking almost every day or every day, so your body is used to the presence of alcohol. So the first few days are going to be really rough, and I don't want to lie to you and I don't want to sugarcoat it. Things will get better, and that's the important thing. I just don't want to be gloom and doom, but I also don't want to be all optimistic, because you have to hear both sides of the coins and you have to be ready for what's coming when you decide to stop drinking. So let's talk about withdrawal symptoms. So the first 12 hours, you're gonna feel thirsty, you're gonna feel a headache, you might feel nauseous, you might feel a little stress and anxiety, and there might be some other severe symptoms like shaking. After that, the next 24 hours, symptoms might get a little worse. You might feel more crappy, you might feel physically more ill, the headaches might be very intense, you might feel very anxious, you might feel irritable, and you might experience some severe symptoms like an irregular heartbeat or confusion. Between 24 and 72 hours is the peak of these withdrawal symptoms. It is when severe drinkings might experience delirium tremens. This can be a very dangerous part of the withdrawal. And it is very important that if you decide to stop drinking and you have been drinking very heavily for a very long time, that you do it in the context of a medical supervised detoxification. Because these symptoms can be life endangering and they're nothing to trifle with. So you have to determine when you first decide to stop drinking whether you're gonna need this type of help, this type of intervention. After 72 hours and for the next 4 to 5 days, severe withdrawal symptoms start decreasing, and most people stop experiencing these very severe withdrawal symptoms after 5 days. So the key thing is that if you're going to stop drinking, you have to understand that the first week is gonna be the roughest week. It's gonna be really, really tough. It's gonna be a tough climb. And if you're able to push through and get through this week of not drinking and dealing with the withdrawal symptoms, things will start lessening and you will stop feeling bad. The ironic thing is that a lot of people push through these 4, 5, 6, 7 days and go through this withdrawal period, and they're able to muster the energy and the strength to push through. And then they decide to drink again after the first week or two, just to have to go over this period again. So a lot of people, and I was one of them, go through this withdrawal over and over and over again, and it can be so incredibly discouraging and demoralizing because it feels like it's not worth it, right? Because you feel so crappy. So it's like, if I'm gonna stop drinking and I'm never gonna feel good, then why should I do it? But the key is that you will get better, and as time goes by, you will not feel as crappy and these withdrawal symptoms will go away. So if you're able to go through the first week, the coast is clear, right? I'm afraid to tell you, but that is not the case. Now you have to deal with this thing called Post-Acute Withdrawal Syndrome, or PAWS for short. And this is a set of symptoms that can last weeks or even months. And again, this depends on the severity of your alcohol consumption, the state of your mental health, your physical condition. There's all manner of different things that play into this, and we are different as individuals, and we all experience this PAWS differently. The symptoms of PAWS can vary a lot, and they include both physical and cognitive symptoms, such as anxiety, depression, mental fogginess, irritability, lack of motivation or enthusiasm, lack of feelings of pleasure, which is called anhedonia, strong alcohol cravings, sleep issues, insomnia, nightmares, waking up in the middle of the night, fatigue, low energy, and other physical discomfort. These PAWS symptoms tend to fluctuate and come and go, but can last between 1 and 2 years, depending on how long you have been drinking. It is these symptoms that are behind most of the relapses, because you've stopped drinking, but you're still feeling really crappy. You're having all of these issues, problems with your behavior, with your attitude, with your mental state, with your feelings, and this can be overwhelming. So this is the time where ongoing support is most important, where self-care is essential, when you're starting to build your toolkit so you can deal with your anxiety and your depression, and you're surrounding yourself with the people that can help you. Many people, including me, may have started drinking because of these very strong feelings of anxiety or sadness. And we might not have even been aware of why we were doing this, and we were just basically drinking or drugging in order to mute, in order to calm down these very strong feelings, because we didn't have any other way of doing it. We don't have any other coping mechanisms in order to quell and to calm down these very strong feelings. You're gonna have to face them. This is your mission. This is your Kilimanjaro, and this is the mountain that you must climb in order to reclaim your life. And this is very difficult, but it can be done. Your mind, your body is trying to heal. You see, because we have this wisdom, our body and our mind has this wisdom, and it wants to get better. It wants to heal if you only let it. And you have to put enough time. You have to let things happen as they must. And in the process, learn more about yourself. Learn more about what is causing these anxious or these depressing feelings all along. Why did we start drinking in the first place? And then we can gain some insight into how to deal with them in a way that it will not destroy our lives. So in this video, I'm not trying to paint a dark, pessimistic view. In the contrary, I want to tell you that there is a way out, but you have to be prepared. Just like an athlete that's working towards getting a medal in the Olympics, you have to put the work, you have to train, and you have to learn the skills that will help you to stay sober. And I cover a lot of these skills in this channel. It begins with acceptance. You need to accept that this is going to be tough. There's that saying that says, if you're going through hell, keep going, don't stop, and you get out at some point. So this is how it's going to be. You're going to have to work through your feelings, through your emotions, and you have to learn how to manage your time. Now that you're not drinking, you're going to have to fill your time with the other activities that are important to you, that are valuable to you, things that bring meaning to your life. Setting goals that you can work towards, goals that are aligned with your values, will help you to wake up and feel a sense of purpose, will help you to work towards something every day. And the first and foremost goal that you could be pursuing is to stay stopped, to stay sober, to not drink and learn how to deal with the cravings and the urges, and learning how to train yourself to sleep better, and learning how to manage these anxious feelings and this depression by challenging the distorted views of reality, the distorted thoughts that might be causing this anxiety and this depression. See, because a lot of these feelings come from distorted thinking, from irrational beliefs that we all carry within our minds. And these beliefs of perhaps worthlessness or despair or feeling like things are gonna go bad or are wrong, or what's the point of all of this, keep you in a state of anxiety and depression. But now that you're not drinking, you're gonna have the bandwidth, challenge the thoughts over and over again, while allowing yourself the grace to feel those feelings. You're also gonna have to build a team around you, a team of people that can help you go through your situation. People who will understand, who will support you, who will help you to go through these very tough days. And also people who have gone through the same situation that you have, or who are going through the same situation, because that has proven to be very critical in my recovery. Getting feedback, getting understanding or knowledge and insight from people who are farther ahead in the recovery process than I was helped me tremendously, because that allowed me to see what were the things that were working for them, what things helped them to get better. So be proactive and surround yourself with people who can help you to understand how to best navigate this very difficult time. In time, you will start bringing more balance into your life. The time that was taken by drinking or drugging now will be taken by other things, other activities that are aligned with your goals and your aspirations, and things that are worthwhile to you. You will find that you don't need to drink in order to cope with these very strong feelings, because now you will have better mechanisms. You will have adaptive ways of dealing with your feelings instead of just drowning them and numbing them with alcohol or drugs. And you will have activities and people that will help you to deal with the stressors, the inevitable stressors of daily life. You have made the right decision. And with work and with effort and determination, you can beat this, just like other people have been able to do it. You got it. And I just want to tell you what you will need to expect when you decide to stop drinking. Because as I said, I just don't want to sugarcoat it for you. I don't want to tell you that's going to be easy. But what worthwhile endeavor in life is ever easy? This is your Mount Everest, this is your Kilimanjaro, and you have to equip yourself and be ready for the trek. But you can do it. And on the other side of this mountain is that promise of a better you, a better self, a life that you can live well, knowing that you work hard to become a better version of yourself. If you want a little bit more motivation and you want to learn how to stay sober without being perfect, check out this video that I made just for you that talks about that. And check out the description of this video. I have a 5-day sobriety plan, which is a day-by-day guide for the first 5 days after you decide to quit drinking, what to do. So check out the description and click on the link there. It's completely free. This is Alex Rivera with Activation Energy, and if you enjoyed this content, please subscribe to the channel and forward this to anybody who you would think would benefit from this information. Thanks for joining me today, and I will see you in the next video.